Alright, let's focus. Make sure the camera stay. Alright. I don't know why I'm so trying to be so perfect with this camera, since it's gonna show some green lines or bars when I load it on YouTube. First off, I want to apologize. Maybe I haven't made myself clear or anything like that. When I had a coven with these other two guys, well, at the time we were all boys, so when I had a coven with these other two boys, I'm not going to say their names, but I will say their coven names. It was Storasmo, Victor Main, and me, which is Dazamoel. We carried a book to the coven, which would classify as a book of shadows, but it was in three parts. Storasmo held the book of Alchemy. Victor Main held the book of Alchemy. Storasmo held the book of Magick, and I was responsible for the book of Astrology. Well, anyways, when we all made this coven, I basically the main one of their question in life was that, is there any purpose, any spiritual and magical purpose for us as gay wizards, as gay men? In many religions, we saw that gays were rejected, denied, harassed, and insulted. And we couldn't understand why any God would create us and made us the way we are. So we started to search, we started to look to find a purpose of why we were gay, why we had these desires, because desire is one of the elements in magic, along with purpose and intention and tenacity and silence, although I don't agree with silence. So we looked, we searched, we went to the library, we went to the internet. We were supposed to go to museums, but we never came around doing it. But we searched nonetheless. We found things from like mythology to legends to folklore to superstitions. I looked into astrology, like I've noticed Uranus playing some part in it, and also Mercury. That's why I favor Mercury so much. Also, the 8th house had some say to it, But the more we searched and looked into, I don't know if you read the comment, but one of us betrayed the other two. Storasmo betrayed me and Victor Main by trying to control us, basically trying to make us his agents. It's supposed to be a coven of equal power, Storasmo did not agree with that. He wanted to be the high priest, the one in authority. He had a tyrannical viewpoint, and he wanted to initiate that viewpoint on us, and he performed a certain spell, or it's a spell, but a really disgusting and nasty spell. Anyways, that coven has dispersed. It has been destroyed. I was the one who was portrayed as a villain, basically. Somehow he got he got Victor Main to go against me, and they rejected me, and I didn't quite understand, because I did not succumb to the powers of evil or darkness. And it was Strasmo who introduced Aleister Crowley to the Coven, who insisted in the Necronomicon, whatever the fuck that thing is. He's the one who started it all. And you know what? If you are Strasmo and you're watching this video, fuck you, asshole. Fuck you. Anyways, Victor Main, if you're the one watching this video, how could you? I mean, I've never betrayed you. Never. I helped you out when you needed it. But, all is done. Can't go back to the past. Even though I'm the one who held the book of astrology, I couldn't turn back the hands of time. What has happened had happened. Because of you guys, I vowed I would never make another coven. I would do this solo, in solitude. And I have. I took our knowledge that we accumulated in the past, and I made it into my standards. But this video isn't about those two guys. They're long past their history. I mean, I've discovered the writings of Christopher Penczak, which has been a great help. I loved his writing, his philosophy. I fell in love with Harry Potter once J.K. Rowling mentioned that Dumbledore was homosexual, because that really hit a chord with me personally. So, I mean, I've always loved her movies, so that's that. I mean, I'm not a wizard because of Harry Potter, or because of Merlin, or because of Taliesin, or because of, all those other wizards of the past. And definitely not Aleister Crowley. So anyways, being a single practitioner of magic, and also neo-alchemy, astrology, numerology, the tarots, all the esoteric and liberal arts there is, I've basically put 2 to 2 together and find out that they added to 4. And then I put 4 to 4 together and discovered it was 8, As I grew, my knowledge of the esoteric and the liberal arts grew as well. So I started looking into queer magic. I've met a witch in Florida who taught me a lot about love magic and how to cast a spell. And I've done it. I've cast some of those love spells, and it didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. I mean, I had more female friends than I had male friends, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be around other men. And I've discovered certain spells that I wanted to do but couldn't, like what I mentioned to you, Scarlet Moon, about the Satar's Chalice. Well, the thing about that spell is that I need about 6 genuine homosexual mages, or at least gay guys who knows magic. I needed them to bless the cup, and it could be any cup, really. Glass is actually preferred, but I'm sure you could do it with plastic. But the spell was that they were to bless it, kiss the chalice, drink from the liquid, usually some kind of real fruit like grape or strawberry, or a mixture of fruits. As long as it's real fruit juice. And I can't really go into details with it, because I know because this is like a broadcast on YouTube. There's other spells too that I wanted to perform. But that's another topic. Oh my God, I've lost my train of thought. You are right. Magic should be androgynous. It should be both masculine and feminine. And it's not that women can't summon the sun and men can't summon the moon. You know, it's just, well, it's like it's correspondence, associations, really. You know, I mean, if let's say we were to cast a spell for wisdom, you may probably evoke Mercury or Jupiter. Do it on a day like Gemini or Virgo or Sagittarius or Pisces. You know, the multiple signs, because that's where, you know, wisdom lies. Love lies in the cardinal signs, and faith lies in the fixed signs. Oh yeah, those are the three pillars that I also abide by. And plus, I'm sorry, I know sometimes I could be a stick in the mud. I mean, I'm extremely liberal when it comes to politics, but when it comes to magic, I'm extremely conservative. And I know that's not the right way to be. A person should always be liberal in everything they do. You know, be open to new experiences. And sometimes I get so stuck in my ways that it's hard to think outside the box, or in this case, outside the body. I did not mean to offend you or upset you. Really, I don't. What else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, that deer's tongue. How do you spell? How do you spell it? Because that's such a long word. It's just, I'm very, very curious about that certain herb, because it was said to help with gay love, which I know you don't really like the term, but anyways, I hope to talk to you again. I really appreciate your input. I really do. And I just wish I could get more input from other people who knows what they're talking about, especially in matters of magic, astrology, and alchemy. I'd like to share with you some of the knowledge I've learned. But then again, I think it would be best if you gain it for yourself. I just don't want this knowledge to die with me. And in a way, sharing it with YouTube, I know it won't die. Even if I die physically, it'll still live on forever. And that's what I like about books and videos, and especially the invention of the YouTube and many other, you know, video scenes and stuff like that. Because even though I may die, physically die, I know my ideas, my beliefs will live on, or will surpass me. And in a way, it seems like I am casting a spell, my certain kind of spell, to future witches and wizards, mages and sages. That's all I have to say for now. I hope you would view this video, even though I kind of feel like you're kind of upset with me. I'm sorry. But have a good day. And this is also to other pagans out there, other Wiccans, other magic folks, and astrologers as well. You know, all the people out there in the world. I hope that this ancient knowledge doesn't die out, but grows and learns to accept new things, even if I have difficulty doing it myself. Have a good day. That's it. Okay. Now we'll